Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm actually a creative person or if I'm just addicted to problem solving. Autistic hyperfixation has two distinct patterns, at least based on my personal experience. While both are based on an intense level of mental focus on any given subject, the first pattern, the positive one, revolves around productive, creative problem solving, relentlessly stewing over something until the solution finally reveals itself. For example, figuring out how to record an audiobook, unlocking that pivotal third act climax to a story, coming up with a clever way to save a video edit when the provided audio that was recorded turned out to be utter fucking garbage. The second pattern, the negative one, it looks exactly the same on the surface, but instead of solving problems, I am stuck obsessing over problems that either fundamentally cannot be solved or were never mine to solve in the first place. This leads to rumination, and what was once a superpower has now become my kryptonite. It is very much like a freight train in my brain, and it was set loose on a track I never, ever wanted to travel. And, you know what they say about trying to stop a runaway freight train. Good luck. My name is Crumbine, this is Emergency Creative, and I love to think. Lately, I've realized that part of that fascination is this joy of solving puzzles, working through problems to find clever solutions. It's funny. I used to look forward to bedtime where I would lie in the dark and the quiet and just think, which is a perfect example of this double-edged nature of hyperfixation. Most people are desperate to turn their brain off at night. And there I was, like a fucking idiot, actively engaging it and loving it. Until, of course, I didn't. Until it started keeping me awake. Until I couldn't turn the damn thing off. Now, imagine that feeling, lying in bed, desperate to sleep, desperate to just stop thinking. And then apply that to your every waking moment. That is autistic hyperfixation. When it is on the right track, whew, watch out now. I don't know if I'm actually creative or just ridiculously tenacious, like that gaggle of monkeys hammering away at keyboards until they randomly compose a work of Shakespeare. But when it is on the wrong track, like when I say the wrong thing at work, or when I can't find the source of that infernal leak in the wall, woohoo! Watch out now! My brain is fucked. So it's a runaway freight train, and there is nothing I can do but wait for it to reach the end of the tracks, wherever the hell that might be, only to realize the tracks just loop back around on themselves, and I am forced to cycle through the exact same thoughts over and over and over and over and over again. And I think that is the real crux of the problem. Some problems don't have solutions. Some puzzles cannot be solved. But my brain is still wired to find the answer, obsessively or otherwise. And when I get stuck in that negative loop, all of those brilliant mental resources are monopolized. As much as I may want to reroute and think about literally anything else, the cacophony of that infernal freight train is just so damn distracting and exhausting. And then there's the final wrinkle, the proverbial kick in the nuts, because every now and then things are okay. I live an intentionally simple life in order to compensate and buffer myself from this kind of mental exhaustion. And sometimes, every now and then, sometimes I actually gaslight myself, forgetting that the freight train even exists. And when that happens, whammo! It is like getting hit, well, by a freight train in the balls, up in your brain. Yeah. So yeah, am I creative or just addicted to problem solving? Believe me when I say that I have spent a lot of time thinking about it. And my answer? Yes. Yes. Yes, I am. How about you?